Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Day 3, we're on that streak, baby. Back again. Obviously the oak tree's back, yeah. I know, I almost didn't say that. But, back with Rated. I know I haven't done much with franchise or anything. I might upload a franchise video tomorrow. I might not. Depends on how I'm feeling. But this episode of Rated, on the man, the myth, the legend, maybe you can tell by the team we're playing against today. Russell Wilson. Okay? Russell Wilson. He's gonna be the subject of today's Rated video. He's severely underrated, obviously. So yeah, we're just gonna talk through, I guess. So, I'm gonna get right into it, baby. Now, the NFL top 100 peoples, right? They, I believe, had Russell Wilson last time I checked. He was ranked like 30th, and he wasn't even like the highest Seahawk, if I remember right. I don't remember for sure. Okay, so just right off the bat, this is the NFL Top 100. I don't know if you've heard of it. Basically, if I remember right, it's like top 100 ever, or of the season. I don't remember for sure. Might be of the decade for this list. But their top 100, well, their top 10, Von Miller at 10, Julio Jones at 9, Aaron Rodgers at 8, Antonio Brown at 7, Tom Brady at 6, Todd Gurley at 5, Mahomes at 4, Khalil Mack at 3, Drew Brees at 2, and Aaron freaking Donald at 1. You want to explain to me why Antonio Brown, Todd Gurley, and Julio Jones are ranked higher than Russell Wilson? Like, MVP runner Russell Wilson last year. Russell Wilson, who's put together MVP caliber seasons in almost every season. Russell Wilson, who has led subpar teams to the playoffs all except one season. I don't care who you are. Receivers and running backs shouldn't be that much higher than quarterbacks, okay? Like, Russell Wilson has been a top 5 quarterback almost his entire career. And you have Aaron Rodgers ahead of him. Aaron won Super Bowl Rodgers. He's not even been to a second Super Bowl. He has been to 1 in the decade. Russell Wilson has been to 2, and it was 2 of the first 3 seasons of his career. Okay? You could say, oh, he was carried by the Legion of Boom, but he kind of wasn't, because even if that was the case, there were still several games when Russell Wilson had to take that team back, bring that team back when being down. A defense is not going to bring the team back. The defense can't score points. Well, they can, but, like, you know what I'm saying. And then, like, think about Aaron Rodgers has had pretty good offensive lines his whole career. Drew Brees has generally had a pretty good offensive line. Russell Wilson has taken frickin' potatoes to the playoffs. Like, actual potatoes have been blocking for Russell Wilson for most of his career, and he still gets them to the playoffs. And you don't want to explain to me why this man isn't top 10 of the NFL, a top 10 NFL player, behind Julio Jones, Antonio Brown, and Todd Gurley. Antonio Brown, who hasn't even played the last 2 seasons. Didn't even play at a high level 3 seasons ago. So, like, Colin Cowherd, I don't agree with him much. I said that last video. But Russell Wilson is arguably the most underrated NFL player possibly in the history. This man has gone to the playoffs in almost all of every single season that he's been in the NFL. With potatoes blocking for him, in the past several years, they haven't had much of a defense. They had Bobby Wagner and KJ Wright, and I mean, they had Earl Thomas and Richard Sherman, but Sherman was hurt and left. Thomas got hurt and left. He took Marshawn freaking Lynch back to the playoffs this year, guys. He had no running game, and his coaches still ran the ball every play. And you want to tell me that them opening it up the game late in the game, and Russell Wilson being just the absolute animal that he is when they open the game up, isn't the reason they got to the playoffs? Think about this. If Russell Wilson was on the Jets, do you think they could make the playoffs? Maybe. They might at least have a chance at the division. You think if Russell Wilson would have been on the Colts, they could have possibly even won the Super Bowl. If Russell Wilson was on the Buccaneers last year, they're in the playoffs. If Russell Wilson was on the Buccaneers this year, they're in the playoffs. That gives me an idea. Tom Brady overrated video coming soon. If Russell Wilson was on the freaking Saints last year, they would have probably made the Super Bowl. And you want to tell me this man is top 5 in like almost every single quarterback stat that matters for career. There are some stats where Aaron Rodgers is the only man ahead of him. There are several stats where he's number 1. And you want to tell me he's not been the best quarterback in the NFL this season? Patrick freaking Mahomes, 2-year quarterback. He's had 2 years of success. Russell Wilson hasn't been better than him this decade. You want to explain that to me? I'm waiting. Because this is just the kind of crap that goes to show. The NFL isn't, like, analysts don't look at stats. They look at marketability, how well known a player is. The reason Russell Wilson isn't in the top 10, because no one knows who he is. And because no one knows who he is, he's not in the top 10. And because he's not in the top 10, no one knows who he is. See how they are, like, they're one and the same? It's cause and effect. Everyone was low on him early in his career, so no one wants to be high on him late in his career. Like, listen to these names. Aaron Donald. Everyone knows who he is. Drew Brees. Everyone knows who he is. Khalil Mack. Everyone knows who he is. Patrick Mahomes. Everyone knows who. Todd Gurley, I think most people know. Tom Brady, everyone knows. Antonio Brown, everyone knows. Aaron Rodgers, everyone knows. Julio Jones, everyone knows. Von Miller, everyone knows. Go to, I don't know, any team's fan of just about any other team. Like, so you go to a Raiders fan, they're going to know who everyone on this list is. Go to a Jets fan, they're going to know who everyone on this list is. Go to a Jets fan, ask if they know who Russell Wilson is. Not all of them are going to know who he is. Not every Dolphins fan is going to know Russell Wilson. Not every... Okay, every Broncos fan will. Not every Ravens fan is going to know who Russell Wilson is. Based on this stuff, based on this idea, it makes me question how they don't have Colin Kaepernick on this list. Because he is more well-known than Russell Wilson. And you know where he is right now? He's on some social justice parade. Not even in the NFL anymore because he wasn't good enough. Okay? Todd Gurley got cut from his team this year because he wasn't good enough. He wasn't the same back. Julio Jones is old and not the same guy. Like, somebody needs to, I don't know, tweet the NFL, something, DM them, whatever has to be done so that people understand and actually know about Russell Wilson, okay? Because, yeah, I understand he actually had an MVP vote last season, but your point is, he had one. Up until the last 3 weeks of the season, when he lost his running game, he was an MVP. You know what MVP stands for? It means most valuable player. Not best player. Is it given to the best player? Yeah. Does it mean best player? No. If you want to give an award to the best player in the league, make a league's best player award. But most valuable means the most important player. Not the best, not the worst, not the most entertaining. It means the most valuable. Was Lamar Jackson really the most valuable player in the NFL? Was he? I don't think so. I'd say Patrick Mahomes was the most valuable player in the NFL the year he did it, because he was second year and he was the reason the Chiefs got to the playoffs. Pretty sure Russell Wilson was the most valuable player last year, though. Seattle would have had a top 10 draft pick without Russell Wilson. And just to add insult to injury to how underrated he is, go to TPS. You'll find a video that is this Russell Wilson to the Bears trade needs to happen. That's how underappreciated he is, that this YouTube channel with a million subs now, and a lot of people who trust them, even they think Russell Wilson should be traded. The Seahawks almost traded Russell Wilson. His own freaking team, it underrates him. If that does not define the most underrated player in the NFL, I don't know what does. I hate to break it to you. I know I got kind of heated this episode, guys, but, people are just stupid, you know? Make sure you like the video, you comment below who you want me to rate, basically. Like the video, hit the subscribe button, and click the bell so that you're notified every time I upload. Make sure you share this video with your friends so I can build up some following, because I want people to hear what I have to say about the NFL. There are too many morons in the NFL, too many absolute buffoons. Like, they're so stupid sometimes, like, I'm pretty sure a literal baboon would be smarter than them. I believe that popping up on the screen right about now is going to be my most recent upload. Make sure you check that out. And then a video that YouTube recommends specifically for you, make sure you click that video too. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. And then the subscribe button's in the middle, as you already know. In the description is obviously the Fantasy League. Make sure you join that. Only 2 spots left. Get in before there's not time. Also, there's going to be a link to the last rated video I did Le'Veon Bell. And I hope you enjoyed. Peace. Of course he fumbled.